everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for over 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, starting a business, running a business, starting a clothing line, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes, once in a while, I talk about my life. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how to get your first 100 customers when you're starting a business. So like I said, I'm a fashion designer and a business owner. I've run my business for over 10 years. And on this channel, I share my knowledge of everything I have learned about business in over 10 years. So you may be looking to start a business, or you may have just started a business. And I know what it feels like to start a business and you don't know how to get your first customers to start buying your product or your services. The process of starting the business can be very, very exciting. Registering the business, getting a name for the business, doing all those fun and exciting things to start the business. But once the business starts and has taken off from the ground and is actually a business, you start to wonder, how do I start getting customers through the door? How do I start getting customers to call me? How do I start getting customers to come to my website to buy whatever it is that I am selling? Sometimes this can be a very challenging task, and at the same time, it can be a very easy task. A lot of the times, when you start a business, you already have people that are going to buy from you. You already have an idea of who they are, probably your friends, your family, and people that are within your close network. But a lot of the time, you find out that what you're selling, these people may just be buying from you out of love and just to encourage you. But along the line, you find out that they're not really your ideal customers. They're not really your target market. And what do I mean by target audience, target market, target customer? I have a video about that on my channel. When you start a business, what you really want are customers that will come and buy from you. Customers that a lot of the time, you don't necessarily have to know who they are, but they're the people that are looking for your goods or your services to meet their need, or to meet the need of whatever pain points they have. So you tend to find out that your friends and your family are not necessarily your customers. They're just people that are there to just get the ball rolling and encourage you. And on the other hand, you may not even have friends and family to encourage you. You may not have friends and family to be there for you, to be your first customers. Now, these type of people, you really need those ideal customers to come into your business and start buying from you. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get your first 100 customers. And some of the things I'm going to share in this video are the things that I did when I also started my business as well, years ago. So when I first started my business, the first thing I did was word of mouth. Now, you may say word of mouth. Yes, word of mouth. The fastest way to get the word out there about your business is word of mouth. And some people may say, I don't know a lot of people who put out the word for me. It doesn't matter. Just put the word out there that I've started this business and this is what I do. You tell people within your community, people within your close network, your friends. Even if your friends are not going to be your first customers, they would tell other people, because that is a way of encouraging you in the business. If they really love you, if they really care about you and care about the business that you have just started, your family, put out the word out there, your friends, just put the word out there. Physically go out there and put the word out there that this is what I am doing. There are other ways of going about word of mouth. Some people go about with flyers, telling people that they've started this business, this is what we do, this is where we're located, this is where you can find us, this is our website, this is our Instagram page. You can go there and check us out, check out what we do. Just put out the word out there. And the way you do word of mouth is very, very important, because first impression goes a long way. You can never have a first impression twice. You only get it once. That's why it's called first impression. So you have to go out there, be as confident as you can. Even if you're not confident, you have to have that confidence in one way or the other, and let people know that this is what you're doing. Convince people about what you are selling, because if you can't convince people about what you're selling, nobody is going to buy. And if you don't believe in what you are selling, you have to start to reprogram your mind to start believing in whatever it is that your business is all about. Because when you believe in your business, people start believing with you. Another way that you can get your first 100 customers is through social media. So in the world we live in nowadays, social media is literally everything. Social media has the power to make or break anything. Social media has the power to do so many things nowadays. So social media is very, very important when you are starting a business. If you've already started a business and you don't have a social media handle, depending on what kind of business you are running, you have to choose which social media is best suited for your business. There are different kinds of social media networks out there. So you have to choose which one it is that you are going to use to put the word out there about your business. Social media is a way of organically reaching a lot of people. And if you go about your social media strategy very, very, very well, you are bound to get people to come and buy from your business, and also get these people to also spread the word about your business, about your product or your service. Because the thing is, when you use social media to get a customer, if you satisfy this customer very, very well, that customer is bound to give you good feedback. And this feedback may not be directly to you, it'll be to other people that they know. So you take, for example, a customer has come to your business through social media for your product or your service, and you deliver very, very, very well. They are very impressed, they are very happy. They will definitely tell their friends or their family who are interested in whatever it is or the kind of thing that you are selling in your business. The thing is that when you first start a business, a lot of people say social proof. Social proof is very good. And what do I mean by social proof? Social proof is evidence of your customers that have done business with you and they are satisfied, what their comments are, what their experiences were. As a new business, a fresh business off the ground, you don't really have a lot of social proof. But when you get new customers and you attend to their needs properly, you give them very good quality products, that is how you start to build social proof. So you reach out to them after the business has taken place or after you've completed the transaction, and then you say, oh, please, could you give me a feedback? Could you, write this about my business? What was your experience like? What was it like doing business with me? And if they are nice, they would gladly do it for you. And that's how you start to gather social proof. And you start to put your social proof on your social media pages and start to grow a customer base. And remember, we have two types of customers: the ones that buy from you and the ones that don't buy from you but love your business. They love what you do. They will recommend you to anybody who is looking for your product or your service, but they are not likely to buy from you. They are also your customers. Another way to get your first 100 customers when you start a business is attending fairs and trade shows. So in the early days of my business, when I first started, I used to go for a lot of fairs, a lot of fashion fairs, a lot of fashion trade shows. I would go there, even if, the goal and the aim was to go and sell my dresses and the likes. I was more focused about putting the word out there than making a sale. I made sales, but I was more concerned about putting the word out there. So I would go there with a bunch of flyers. I would walk around the place. I would get people to walk around with me, speak to people, talk to people. This is what my business is all about. This is where you can find me. This is what my social media handle. If you want to reach me, everything, all the information, all the details, everything is in the flyer. So going for trade shows that are related to your business, going for fairs that are related to the industry within which your business is very, very important. It's very good because these fairs are organized according to whatever industry it is that you're in, and they want people to attend. So they market these fairs and these trade shows to people who are likely to attend and who are interested in these types of things that they are doing at these fairs and these trade shows. So you're bound to get a lot of ideal customers from these fairs and these trade shows. Another way to get your first 100 customers when you start a business is networking events. So yes, you may say, oh, I'm not a very social person, I'm not very out there, I'm very shy, I'm very this, I'm very that, and I can't really attend all these events because when I get there, I don't know what I'm going to say, I don't know who I'm going to approach people. See, this is 2023. If you know you don't want your business to die, if you know you don't want to starve, that is if your business is your sole source of income, get over your shyness, get over your awkward behaviors, and go out there. Put yourself out there. Go for these networking events and put out your business because you have gone through so much to start this business. You have only God knows what you've done to come up with the money to start this business. People say, how to start a business without any money? There's nothing like that. You don't start any business without any money. No matter how little the money is, you start a business with some amount of money. So you may have gone through whatever it is to start this business, whether it is financial or not, but you've gone through some hurdles to start this business. And then you now say, oh, I'm shy, I don't know what to do. I know. Oh, please. Go out there and network with people. Even if they ignore you, at least you've put out the word out there and said, oh, this is what my business is about. This is what I do. I can remember I went for a women's networking event some years ago, and I was very, very shy. And I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And it was a very, 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 very big event. And I went for this event. And when I got there, I said, you know what? You need to get over yourself. You've paid so much money to get into the store. And there are so many women. There are thousands of women here. You need to put out the word about your business. And I said to myself, what is the best way? Then I was something that I knew would call attention to myself. And I did. And people would come at me and say, oh, I like what you're wearing. Did you make it? And I'm like, oh, yes, I did. And then a conversation starts from there. And by the end of the women's conference, I had reached out to so many people. Some of them didn't even come to my business, never came to buy anything from me, but they knew about my business. Some came a year later, and they were like, oh, I remembered I met a lady at this conference. She told me this is where I could find her business, and now that I need it, I didn't need it then, but I need it now. And they're here. So yes, it is very, very important to attend networking events when you have just started a business. Your confidence may be in the way. Maybe I'll make a video. I made a video about, building your confidence years ago in the beginning of this channel. Maybe I'll do something like that again. You need to build your confidence as a business owner. If you want your business to grow and if you want your business to thrive, you need to build your own confidence. Another way to land your first 100 customers when you are starting a business is through paid advertising. So paid advertising can come in different ways, literally different ways. It could be billboards, it could be social media, paid advertising, it could be through influencers, you name it. But the thing is, as good as paid advertising is, I just want to let you know, paid advertising is very good. It's even the easiest and one of the best ways to get your first 100 customers when you start a business. But I want to let you know something. As good as it is, paid advertising on social media, off social media, through influencers is usually very expensive. And as a small business that you don't really have that big of a budget to finance paid advertising, is something you should consider very, very well before you go ahead with paid advertising. You may say, oh, social media advertising is a lot cheaper than having billboards and whatnot. As cheap as it may seem, it is expensive. And especially in the long run, it is expensive. And if you choose to go through the route of influencers, as a small business, if you want to get solid influencers, good influencers, proper influencers that will not con you and eat your money, defraud you, those influencers don't come cheap. And as a matter of fact, those influencers, the ones that know what they're doing, they're not necessarily after only money. Because your business is a small brand, a lot of them are not very open to work with small brands that are just starting off, that are just taking off. But if you have your way of convincing them to work with you, all well and good, fantastic. Please go ahead. And if you have the budget to run paid adverts and get an influencer, fantastic. These are the ways in which you can get your first 100 customers when you start a business. I hope you've learned a thing or two from this video. And my video for today is done. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And so I will see you soon. Bye.